everyone. Welcome to Main Street Matters by Heart on Main Street, the podcast that brings value every single day. I am your host, Patrick Keiser. We are now in episode 7 of our series inspired by Thomas Nagle's The Strategy and Tactics of Pricing, in stores now. In episode 6, we talked about how one of the biggest challenges for retailers, small retailers, independent retailers, is how to compete on value and not price. Big box stores can buy in bulk, they can buy in large amounts, and they can bring down that price that really independent retailers we cannot do. So we explored how your expertise, service, and community connection make you irreplaceable even in the world of online discounts and big box competitors. Today we're going to be taking that one step further because knowing your value is one thing, but communicating it confidently is another. As Nagle writes, value must be perceived to be realized. If your customers don't understand what makes you different, they'll assume price is the only difference that matters. So in this episode, we're going to explore how to talk about your worth through your marketing, your store, your signage, and your staff. We'll talk about how to make your value visible, tangible, and consistent so customers feel it before they ever have to ask, how much is this? So let's build on that bottom line. It's book club time. Let's start with a truth that every retailer learns the hard way. You can't assume customers see what you see. You know how hard you work in your store. You know how carefully you select your products, the service that you provide for your customers, and the heart that you put into your store. But your customer, they see only what you show to them. If your store looks average, your website feels generic, and your staff doesn't express your story, customers will default to what they can see, which is the price tag. Nagle says it plainly. Perceived value is not created by what the seller believes, but by what the buyer experiences. That means communicating value is not about talking louder or bragging more. It's about making the invisible things that you do in your store visible. Think about it this way. Every detail of your business communicates something. Your displays communicate care or clutter. Your signage communicates clarity or confusion. Your staff communicates enthusiasm or indifference. Your price tag communicates story or silence. Every touchpoint tells a story about your value. When done right, you never have to defend your prices because customers already understand what they're getting in return. And when done consistently, your store becomes the place where people say, it's not the cheapest, but honestly, it's worth it. That's what communicating value really means. So let's talk about the confidence here. Many independent retailers are humble. They don't want to sound salesy. They care deeply about their community and prefer to let their work speak for itself. But here's the thing, if you don't tell your story, somebody else will, and that somebody else will be usually a cheaper competitor. So how do you speak about your worth without sounding arrogant? You need to use authentic confidence. Here are 5 steps to build it. First step, know what you stand for. Start with your why. What makes your business matter? Talk about maybe the local craftsmanship or exceptional service or supporting regional makers. Write it down in 1 or 2 sentences. This becomes the backbone of every message. Something like, we help people celebrate everyday life with quality gifts and heartfelt service. When you're clear on your purpose, confidence follows naturally. Think back when we talked about duct tape marketing to that talking logo. What really matters to you and your business? See how kind of everything as we're talking about really runs together. Step 2, believe in your prices. Confidence in communication starts with confidence in pricing. If you've done the work, value-based pricing, segmentation, and structure, then you know your prices reflect real worth. Say them out loud without hesitation. Customers take cues from your tone. A hesitant, it's $42, but sounds uncertain. A confident, that's $42. It's handmade locally and includes free gift wrapping, builds trust. Step 3, use consistent language. Train your staff to use the same value-driven words that you use. If your brand is about crafted, curated, or community, use those words. They should appear in conversation, signage, and social posts. Language repetition builds memory, and memory builds perceived value. Step number 4, shift from price to purpose. When discussing an item, lead with why it's special, not what it costs. This mug is made by a ceramic artist right here in Missouri. She glazes each one by hand. Then mention the price. When customers understand the story first, the number feels smaller and more reasonable. Celebrate value, don't apologize for it, is step 5. So stop justifying, start celebrating. When someone compliments your product, say thank you. We're proud that we feature local makers who share our quality standards. That's not arrogance, that's clarity. As Nagle notes, confidence in price begins with confidence in value. So let's make this a little bit more tangible. Communicating value doesn't stop with words. It lives in your environment. Every visual detail tells customers what you stand for. So here are 6 ways to make your value visible. Way number 1, storytelling displays. Don't just show products, tell their stories. Have a whole section that's made in Iowa or handcrafted in small batches. Use photos or bios of makers near displays. Create mini themes like local legends or our staff picks. Story turns product into personality. Value number 2, purposeful signage. Your signs are silent salespeople. They can highlight convenience, like free gift wrapping, or your ethics, sustainably made, or expertise, curated by our team. Use simple, positive phrasing that reinforces your identity. Something like, we believe in gifts that tell a story. Way number 3 is visual consistency. A well-organized, thoughtfully lit space communicates professionalism and care. Both are signs of value. A cluttered or inconsistent store makes pricing seem higher than they should be. Clean presentation says this is quality. Way number 4, expert touchpoints. Every service you offer, from complimentary gift wrapping to personal recommendations, is a value amplifier, but customers need to see it. List your services on a small sign near checkout, like free gift wrapping, custom orders, local delivery. Simple reminders turn services into selling points. Way number 5, staff storytelling. Encourage your team to share quick facts that reinforce the value. Your team is there for you, not just to fill up time or take hours. They're there to help the sales. This toy is made by a small company that plants a tree for every purchase. Or we go and visit this vendor's manufacturing plant every year to see the products being made. Way number 5, packaging and details. How you package a product affects how people feel about its price. Now, some of that is a little bit out of your control because the vendor or the manufacturer creates the packaging, but you can do some other things like branded bags, tissue paper, or simple thank you stickers that add polish that reinforces your worth. Remember, value is a feeling and not a formula. When everything your customer sees, hears, and experiences reinforces quality, trust, and purpose, you're communicating value without even saying a word. So before we wrap up, let's talk about some pitfalls that retailers can make. So pitfall number 1, assuming customers already know. They don't. Just to be frank and honest, they don't know everything that you do in your store. Even your regulars are going to forget your story sometimes, so you must keep telling it over and over and showing that value. Pitfall number 2, overloading with information. You need to communicate clearly, not constantly. Focus on a few key messages repeated across your store. Pitfall number 3, being defensive about price. When you sound defensive or apologetic, customers question your confidence. Replace, I know it's a little high, with, this reflects the quality and service that we provide. Pitfall number 4, inconsistent messaging. If your website says premium quality, but your signage is faded or cluttered, the message collapses. Make sure all channels tell the same story. And pitfall number 5, forgetting to train your staff. Again, they are so important to your business. You can spend hours crafting marketing messages, but if your team is not aligned on that, customers aren't going to feel it when you're not there. As Nagle reminds us, price communication is everyone's job because value perception is built into every interaction. So here's 3 simple ways to start communicating value with confidence this week. Create one value message. Write one short sentence that captures what makes your store special. Use it everywhere. On your website, your emails, your signage, even on your receipts. Build that into what people know about your store. Something like bringing a small town heart and handcrafted quality to every gift makes people remember your store. Add one story tag. Choose a product or category and add a small tag that explains its story, where it's made, who made it, and why that matters. And then step number 3, train your team to share one talking point. Give your staff one memorable fact about your store, about products that they can mention during checkout, like we've been family owned for 20 years, or your purchase supports local artisans. Small, consistent steps turn communication into culture, and culture builds confidence. So that's it for episode 7 of our Strategy and Tactics of Pricing series. Today we learned that communicating value isn't just about shouting louder, it's about showing clearer. Every product tag, story, and smile is a chance to express what makes your store worth choosing. When your value is visible, your price becomes natural. As Nagle reminds us, confidence in pricing grows from clarity of purpose. In our next episode, episode 8, we'll explore promotions with purpose, how to design discounts and deals that drive loyalty without eroding your brand or your margins. If this episode sparks some ideas, share it with another retailer who's learning to sell with confidence and clarity as well. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leaving a review helps us reach more independent retail business owners just like you. Until next time, stay safe, shop local, and keep your heart on Main Street. This episode was written, produced, researched, and edited by me, Patrick Keiser, with a very special thanks to the author Thomas Nagle of The Strategy and Tactics of Pricing. For more information about Heart on Main Street, you can go to www.heartonmainstreet.org, and you can always email us at contact@heartonmainstreet.org. Thanks for listening. Bye.